Hello everyone. In today's video we're going to be doing a sew and bob with a leave out. I'll be demonstrating this for you all, and this is beginner friendly. If you want to see how I did the braided base where we're going to be sewing in the weave, just look at my video before this one and you'll have a detailed view of how I got this done. And this is the leave out and the top, and I'm just showing you the base of the braids. So I threaded a needle and I'm starting at the very bottom of her braid. You just push the needle through the weft and you continue to sew. Now this is the part where we're going to flip the weave over, or you could call it the fold over method or the flip over method. After I sewed it down and secured the first row, just simply flip it over and begin sewing the same way. But you have to make sure that you get that corner sewed down really good, because if not, it'll create like a little lump and you don't want that. So here we go again. I'm just going to demonstrate this next side, and you just secure the weft down and then you flip it over and you secure that first little bend very tightly. Not tight to the point where it's hurting your customer, but just make sure the weft is sewn down really flat. So I did the fold over method from ear to ear, like the middle of her ear and down. And now what I'm going to do for the sides is I'm just going to cut the tracks and sew them one by one. And the reason why I do this is because when it comes time to comb your blending over the weave, if you do the fold over method, sometimes it's so thick and lumpy where you folded the tracks over that when you go to mold the blending with the weave and press it out, it's kind of like thick around the edges. It doesn't lay as flat, it isn't smooth, it doesn't look uniform. So I just like to sew the tracks piece by piece when I get towards the ear. But if the customer prefers the fold over method throughout, then I still do that, and I try to get it as flat as possible. I'm just ending the thread because I'm running short, so I just made loops and knots in the thread, and I just cut it and tied it into another knot to secure it so the weave won't come out. So I just want you to see a closer view of what I'm doing, and just be very careful when you're doing this because you don't want to poke your customer with the needle, or you don't want to pull too tight. So just be careful while you're sewing. And as you can see, when I begin this weft, I make sure I at least sew it down maybe 3 to 4 times, just so I know that the weft is secure, and then I just continue to do the same thing and sew to the other side and secure it the same way. And keep in mind, you can do different braid patterns. For this style, I wanted this braid pattern, but if you wanted to get the weave closer to her part where her leave out is, you could simply add a very small, tiny braid across the top and then sew your last track onto that. And what you see me doing right now is I'm combing through her weave because sometimes when you sew, the hair gets caught up in the thread and it makes it difficult to push the needle through the weft. It gets very tangled, so you can just comb it through and just keep going. And now here's the fun part. I cut her weave and now I'm pressing her hair out to blend it into the sewing. And it blends very well. Happy birthday, love. I hope you had a great time. Thank you guys for watching.